Hi, you all. Happy Saturday. Hey, Bree. Hello. Okay, Cheryl just left. We're waiting for her to come back, and she's already gotten started, so we're so excited, you guys.
I'm coming. I'm putting on my apron.
She's coming. She's putting on her apron. How's y'all Saturday going? Hi, Nandy. Thank you. We love India Ari. Oh, you were getting stressed, Cloud? We were a little bit late. We were doing food prep, and so it took a little bit of extra time. So here's C.
Hey, everyone.
She's ready to cook. So we'll probably move the camera around a little bit, you guys. We're trying to find the right spot, but we're so happy to see everybody today.
Who got their ingredients and is going to cook along with me? What? Can you just scoot it in a little bit so they can see what's going on?
Well, I just also need to be able to see it so I can.
Come over here with me.
Okay, I might do that. All right, hey Ariana, the first time you did not miss it. Good, good, good. All right, you guys, we have a real quick question. Theo, what's wrong? Why are you sick? What's wrong, Theo? All right, we have a little starter question for you all. Oh, asthma, that's not good. That's not good at all. We'll get well, Theo. All right, you all, real quick question. As Cheryl continues to do her prep in the kitchen, what's one of your favorite places in the world? One of your favorite places in the world. Let's see your responses. Cuba, my bed. Black girl says in this kitchen. That's funny. Greece. Oh, I love North Carolina. I want to go to Dubai too. Baby, what's one of your favorite places in the world?
Mine?
Yeah.
Bali.
Bali. You all knew she was going to say that, right?
Definitely.
Bahamas, Spain, Ireland. You never been, but you want to go. Oh, awesome. Hi, Earth Flow. Rebecca's to the library. All right, you guys, we're so happy to see you all. We have 700 of you here on the call.
Oh, how fabulous.
If you are new to the TCFAM, welcome to TCFAM. If you're an OG, welcome back. We love you. As you come in, you guys, if you'd please double tap your screen so we can make sure we can invite others to come up to our live. And then check out the link in our bio for all of our socials. Don't forget to follow us on IG and subscribe to our YouTube. All right, Rebecca said she's been waiting for this one. C is going to kick us off and talk to you about what she's doing and what's for lunch.
So I've been making this dish for about 30 years. And so I feel like about a quarter of the people in the world have had it at my home at one point. So now we're going to make it for you all. So if you're cooking along with us today, we need chicken. And I like to use boneless, skinless, just because I think it's healthier and it's easier also. And peppers. So originally when I started making this 30 years ago, I always used green peppers and red peppers only. And then I kind of switched it up. And I started using these little kind of tiny yellow, red, orange, and then I mix in a little bit of green also. I discovered that they're a little bit sweeter, and I like that. So the next thing, and so we're going to cut them all up, and I did a little bit of chopping before because that's what takes the most time in this dish. I can chop easily for 45 minutes. So we cut them all up and make sure that you cut them in pieces that are about the same size so they'll cook evenly. And then we're going to need onion, and I like to make them kind of half rings, like you would make a half an onion ring. And I usually use almost as many onions as I use peppers. Tracy doesn't know that. She doesn't really like onions very much, but she eats this dish like it's, I don't know, her favorite.
I love it. Y'all know that's how she got me, right? It was the Moroccan chicken and peppers. This is Moroccan chicken and peppers for those of you who are joining. Will you tell them how you got into learning this type of cuisine? Maybe?
Sure. So that doesn't look good. I may have to do this.
I didn't get good ones.
It's okay. Sometimes, you know, the fresh produce just isn't.
Y'all, I went to the grocery store and I think I got garlic that was not great. So,
Where are my scissors go?
Are they not over here? They're not right there, baby? They're right there. Not those? No. Maybe you can share how you got into this cuisine?
Yes. So Taylor's dad is French. And so my mother-in-law at the time, obviously was French, but her husband was Moroccan. And so she would come and visit all the time in New York, and I would watch her cook, because that's my favorite thing, is to be in the kitchen. So I would just watch her, and this was one of her favorite things to make. So I started making it 30 years ago, and through the years, it's changed. I was just reading a recipe I made, like I wrote up for someone like in 2004, and today it's completely different. So it's just kind of evolved. And at one point over the 30 years, about maybe 10 years ago, we had a Moroccan family cook-off. And
Did you win?
guess who won the Moroccan chicken cook-off? Yeah, against the Moroccans. So that was kind of
Good job, baby.
Yeah. So, but that's
All
how
right.
I started cooking it.
I'm gonna see if there's some questions that they may have.
Yeah, sure.
Don't give up your age so quickly. Everyone on here should know her age. We are literally Cheryl and Tony in 40 years. Love it. You guys, does anyone know how we can screen record this live? We always upload it to YouTube, but we don't know how to screen record. Can someone help me? We love you too, Dr. Reed. Thank you for your subscription. Don't forget, you guys, to double tap when you enter so we can know that you are here. Hit the button on the setting of your phone. I don't really have a button. Yeah, we download the live after, but we just wanted to have the comments. We never get to really see all of y'all's comments, and so that's why we wanted to see the comments. Thank you for the follow, Monica. Yes, yes, yes. Amber, yes, we are in Dallas. As far as the recipe, baby, do you want to tell them that we're gonna give it to them?
Well, we're going to walk through because a lot of times the recipe is going to be missing some things. I will, though, try to write something up for you guys. But I want to show you what I'm doing over here. Can you see? Can you turn it? Mm-hmm. So I cut all the peppers, as I said, but I just want to let you know that you need to de-seed them and then cut them into pieces that are about the same size so they'll cook evenly. And one other thing that you absolutely have to have is the Moroccan spices, because once you put together like just peppers and onions and garlic, you can really go anywhere with that. You could be doing Mexican food, you could be doing any kind of food. But what makes it unique and makes it Moroccan are the spices. So today we're going to be using harissa, which all harissas are not the same. Trust me, I've done some research on it. We're going to use turmeric, and we're going to use smoked paprika. Are you finished? And we're going to use cumin. So a little bit ago, we got our cut up chicken breast. You can use thighs. You can use whole pieces of chicken, because that's how I started making it at first. But now I like to do just a little easier and smaller pieces, because I think when you have a smaller piece of chicken, you get the flavor around each piece. So we marinated the chicken. I'm going to show you what we did.
And no, she was not on MasterChef, you all, for those of you who are new. Her kids got her this apron.
So you can see this chicken, it's all tiny little pieces cut up like chicken nugget size, about 2-inch squares, I guess. And it makes it much easier if you first get a bowl and put your olive oil, and then put, whatever amount you want to put. A couple of teaspoons would probably be okay of each of these. So it's turmeric, paprika, and cumin. Mix it in the bowl, so that way and salt and pepper, of course. And when you mix it in a bowl, then you can pour it over your chicken and mix it all up. And it doesn't get stuck in different parts unevenly. So this is going to be in the fridge for about 45 minutes.
Of course, y'all see my silhouette. I'm trying to record this with a little light. Thank you, Natalie, for the gift. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello from Guyana. That's a cool fridge. They see my silhouette and they're just having a long conversation about my silhouette in the
I'm going to show them
background.
how to do the rice too, because these two things there are two things that we have to do ahead of time, and that's marinating the chicken while you're chopping. But you could do it before because it needs to marinate for 45 minutes. And the second thing is preparing the rice. So we have a couple of cups. I'm not a good measurer, you guys. So I just kind of, wing it. But we'll say 2 cups. And we're putting cold water in the bowl. And I'm just kind of swishing it around with my hand. And the water is very cloudy. So what we're trying to do is to drain all the cloudy water off the rice. So we'll rinse it several times. And you can see how cloudy the water is until it's almost clear. We're trying, hi baby. We're trying to remove the starch. This is my cooking partner, T. Yeah.
You want to tell them my role in this?
What is your, yes, today T went to the grocery. And what else did you do, baby?
I got the bowls out.
She got the bowls out.
I did some prep.
And the plastic bag for the chicken. She put the chicken in the bag. Guys, there's a place for tea in the kitchen.
That's right.
It's still cloudy, so it could take 3, 4, 5 times. And I think this is our last rinse. Maybe one more. I was going to do this ahead of time so you wouldn't have to watch me do this, but if I did it ahead of time, you wouldn't know exactly what to do. So, but then once we get this all clean, then we're going to put some salt in the water and we're going to let it sit. I've made rice with it just rinsed and just put it right in the pan, and it seems to work out okay. But usually if I have time, I like to let it sit for about 2 hours in the salt. So we have drained off all the starch. And now I'm going to put this rice, it's very scientific, you guys. We're going to put all the rice in our rice cooker's the vessel for the rice cooker. And I just have I've used this forever. It's called Pars. But you can use any kind. It's just a rice steamer. So I put the rice down in the rice cooker vessel. And this is the part, we're kind of going Persian on you now, okay? Because my Persian father-in-law, who's passed away now, can you turn it just a little bit there?
Sure. I just want to get the rice.
He taught me how to do this, or I watched him. He didn't know he was teaching me. So we're going to put some water in this bowl, and it's like 1 knuckle over the rice is how you can kind of tell that you have enough water. Yeah, a knuckle. It's right.
Just put a knuckle in it.
Just a knuckle, guys. And then we're going to salt the water, and we're going to add oil. Because the oil, once this rice is all steamed, the oil settles down to the bottom, and that's what creates that beautiful crusty rice, which is called tadig. And tadig is actually Persian, and it means bottom of the pan. Ta is bottom and dig is pan. So we're gonna make tadig, and everyone fights over the tadig, right, love?
It's so good.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's almost like when we get the Moroccan chicken and peppers made, you slice up the tadig, and it's almost like a tortilla chip, and you put the chicken and peppers on that and eat it like a nacho or something. So good.
It's so yummy. All right, to all your folks who are new here, this is Moroccan chicken and peppers. Thank you, Doc Study, for moderating and for answering all the questions. Lots of you all are. Yeah, she's working on a cookbook. That's something that she wants to get out this year. We have all kinds of things in the works. Someone saw my peanut butter crackers. Why are y'all doing that to me? Why'd y'all put me on blast like that?
Okay, so, love, can you turn it over here? Again, I don't measure, so that's why the recipe is, it's going to be kind of just pour some oil in. But I'm going to guess that it's about maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons, something like that. And olive oil is not the best. Just, clean vegetable oil is what I use.
Cheryl said, keep the camera on. I'm the star. Keep the camera on her, right?
No, I just need you to see the food.
That's funny.
Okay, We ready?
Auntie Cheryl is in her element. Yes, she is. Hello from Sweden. Would grapeseed oil work?
I've not used it. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. But whatever you do, just make sure, like olive oil will flavor the rice. So that's why I use kind of just a clean vegetable oil, because it doesn't offer any flavoring. And the tahdig is going to taste like, it would taste like olive oil. And if that's what you want, you can do it. But I don't prefer that. I just like to taste the toasted, crunchy rice.
Hi, Edie. She's our new friend. Hi, Edie. Hi, Natalie. What else, baby? Anything else you want to tell them, or we're going to just catch up with some comments, maybe some questions?
I want to start cooking.
Okay, she's going to start cooking, you all.
So we've done our two things that need to be kind of set aside to get ready. Our rice, when we put it on, right now it's just sitting in the water, and we're marinating our chicken. So once those two things are done, we have everything chopped. It's time to start putting it in the skillet.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Gotta come this way.
Can you see them now?
Hi.
I can't see. I'm just making sure.
I'm like this. Hey, everyone. Perfect.
Okay.
Come over here with me.
I will.
Okay. So we need to get some oil on. And for this, I do use olive oil because I like the flavor of it with the chicken and peppers. I'm gonna say, because we're gonna be cooking quite a few things, and we're gonna be cooking our chicken later in it as well. 3 or 4 tablespoons, something like that. Turn it that way, and then they can see you too.
It's okay.
Okay. Because I'm just have to stand over here. Sorry, the cameraman's coming. Camera whelming. We're gonna start cooking with the peppers first because they take the longest. And usually we season each layer because that's very important. The camera's crooked. It's very important so that you're not just seasoning at the end.
Where you want it.
It's just not straight. Not straight. Yeah, perfect. So each layer, as it starts cooking, we're going to add our salt and pepper, and that's the only seasoning I use until the end. And that's when I add the paprika and the cumin and the harissa and all that stuff. So once this gets hot, we're going to put our peppers in because they take the longest. And I have them in a colander, even though they were rinsed, so that hopefully they're not going to splatter with the hot grease. We got all the water off of them.
All right, you guys, while she's waiting for the oil to heat up, Rebecca said she's bossy today. That's every day. Y'all just hadn't seen that. That's every day. Leo energy.
Who's cooking along?
I don't know that anyone is that I've seen so far. Hi, Beyonce's Journal. How many days a week do we cook? I mean, you. I don't cook.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I cook on Sundays and I cook for the week, or sometimes midweek I'll cook again. It just depends on the week and how much. It just depends on the week and how much we have going on, both of us. But sometimes I'm in the kitchen, 3 or 4 nights a week. It just depends. But lately we've been doing salads a lot because we're kind of doing a fast.
Jet Black, the question is what type of chicken? A skinless, boneless?
Chicken breast, but thighs
Either
are
nuggets
also,
or the tenderloin, or you can cut it up if you want.
But the thighs you can get boneless, skinless thighs, and they give a lot of flavor. They're actually a lot more flavorful than chicken breast.
Are we going to watch Carol soon? You guys, we have so many things to watch. Y'all just keep giving us all these things to watch. Hello from Israel. Yes.
Hi, Israel.
It is her natural hair color. You can use another device to read the comments. Oh, that's a really good idea. That is so... Why didn't we think of that? We could use your phone to look at comments.
Oh, it's hot now.
Uh-oh.
I was too busy looking at you guys.
Yes, Boo Boo. She's cooking Moroccan chicken with peppers. My sign is an Aries, and my wife is a Lion. She's a Leo. I don't need to run. That grease is popping. Killing Eve. Amber, we've not heard of that. There's so many things y'all are teaching us. Okay, I'm going to get Cheryl's phone so I can look at comments better. And that way I can actually just read the comments and it can be on you. Okay, y'all, I'm getting her phone. Camera Mas. You want to see more of her? She's. What are you doing now, baby?
I'm gonna move over here so you can get. I want you to have the skillet and
okay.
what I'm doing. So let me kind of get in the. We're in the same screen now. There we go. Took us a minute.
Now I'm gonna join live. Oh, look at now. Look, I can see myself on here. Our Instagram, you all, our link is in the bio for all of our socials. It's Wife Talk Time. Wife Talk Time on IG. Please follow.
You guys see the ratio? You see this skillet, which is it's quite a large skillet. I think it's about maybe a 14-inch, and it's filled to the brim with peppers, and they'll cook down to like half. So even if you think you have too many peppers, you probably don't. And in case you're just signing on, I use almost as much in onion as I did the peppers. So I'm just cutting these last few. We're gonna put the garlic in last after we get all this cooked down because we don't want it to burn. So.
Cloud, you saw Jax walking past us in the background. He smells food. Does it matter what type of chicken, baby?
So today we're using chicken breast, and we got like little chicken nuggets already cut up because I was trying to save some time. But boneless and skinless is, my choice because it's healthier. But chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs are fantastic. When I first started making this, I used whole pieces of chicken. Like I'd have the leg and the thigh and the breast and all of that. But I really like it cut up smaller because then all the flavors and all the spices get around each bite. And so I prefer that. So it's kind of just changed over the years. But you can do whatever you want. My wife doesn't like chicken bones.
I don't like any meat on bones. I don't like any kind of bones. It's just I don't like that. Okay, you all, I have her phone and I still can't screen record. Is it because of the type of iPhone? We don't have a button. Yeah, no bones. Boneless is superior. Thank you, Crystal. I don't like any meats with bones. No, she was not on Master Chef. My favorite thing that she cooks, you know what she cooks really well that I really love? Is she makes a French omelet. So on Sundays, we've not done this in a while because we've been doing different things meal-wise, but she makes French omelet and it's so good.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. French omelet sounds really easy, but to make a correct French omelet, it's all about technique. It takes a while to learn how to do it, but well worth it.
Yes, we are going to, I'm going to go ahead and just talk for a second. We are going to upload this to YouTube. The other thing I wanted to say, you all, is we won't do a lot of live cooking demos. A lot of them will just be uploaded to YouTube. So make sure that you follow us on YouTube and IG as well. So today we want to go live because we've been saying, oh yeah, she's going to cook for a long time. And we just hadn't gotten around to it. Right, baby?
That's right.
But here we are.
Here we are with you guys.
All right. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get instructions on screen recording later. I don't want to worry about that right now. Cheryl, what's your go-to butter?
Oh, I like any kind of European butter. Today we have Kerrygold, which is nothing wrong with that, but French butters are fantastic. They're very rich, and those are my favorites.
We are making chicken and peppers. Yeah, it is going on YouTube, so we'll just keep it like this. We'll keep it like this, you all. You'd have to add yourself from your phone. Y'all, y'all stressing me out. You don't know how to do all that stuff.
Forget it.
Okay, baby. What's going on right now? Are you just waiting for the peppers to...
Hand me that little phone. I'll show them what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you the
That's
phone.
what I'm doing. Sorry for the... yeah. So, you can see the peppers here. So we're cooking them down. And they're starting to soften a little bit, but they still haven't gotten like any brown on them. And I like it when it starts to get just a little tiny bit browned. So, and in the end, what's going to happen, you see this oil right now is kind of yellowish orange. In the end, it's going to be this beautiful, like, here, babe, this kind of rich red paprika color. Yeah, you can put it over there.
I will. Y'all, when she's in the kitchen, I come in here to play. And she doesn't want me to play when she's in the kitchen. That's like serious time.
You're so funny.
All right, what are the questions? Hi, Mom. Hi, Aunties. Hello. Yes, and we see. Rebecca, where are you from? We love you, Rebecca. My favorite meals that she cooks for me. Oh, I forgot. Okay, you all. I love chili, and she made chili for me the first time when she was trying to, holler a little bit. But listen, you all. I had no idea that it was venison chili. If I had known it was venison, I would have probably not eaten it, just because I'm weird about meat. And then it was so good. So I love her chili. I love her lasagna. I love her French omelets. She makes delicious hummus, so I love her hummus.
I make her hummus all the time. We're going to make hummus today if we have time. I got all the stuff.
What's my favorite meal to cook for you, baby? Tell them, baby. Tell them.
Okay. So, Eatsy's has this really good fresh tuna salad. Yeah. she buys that really well.
I don't cook.
Yeah, no.
Cheryl is the baby.
Told me,
that's right.
She told me she could make, what was it? Hamburger helper. If I helped her.
I can make a hamburger helper. Let me come over here. Hold on.
Come over here.
I can make a hamburger helper. Okay, here I come.
There's a whole kitchen over here. I don't know why you're doing that. There she is. There she is. Now tell them how you make hamburger helper, love.
I can make hamburger helper.
What else?
My favorite is cheeseburger macaroni. I also can make...
Y'all, she's not kidding.
I'm really not kidding. Someone give me the eyes. Are you saying that's not good? Oh, Rebecca, you're in Lebanon. Oh my gosh, we love you so much. Mac and cheese. Oh, her mac and cheese is really good. Oh, I can make grilled cheese. I make a really good sandwich.
What kind?
I make you tuna sandwiches.
With the Eatsy's tuna, yeah.
Baby, you don't have to... Why are you putting me
I
out
don't
there
know.
like that?
I just had some extra time when these peppers were cooking.
You all, I need her to get back to work. You all, we're coming to you au natural today, except for a little lipstick. This is kind of how we roll on the weekends. Baby, are we going to the thing tonight? Y'all.
We have a very important event tonight. It's very important.
We have like a black tie. It's not black tie. It's like ballroom.
Ball gown.
Ball gown thing
event.
tonight.
Yeah.
We don't really... I shouldn't say that on live. I know. We have an event tonight, you guys, that we have to get dressed for. So we might do a little transition for y'all to show you what we look like before. Like this. And then we have on our little outfit. I know. So what time is it, baby? What time does it start?
I'm not sure.
It starts this evening. We don't know when. Ooh, maybe we'll do a little quick live to show you how we look. Do it get ready with me. I'm not wearing a ball gown. You know what I'm gonna wear? I think I'm gonna wear that black dress that I was gonna wear to Dick, but I said no.
Why'd I say no?
Because this was
Ask them.
I'm not gonna ask them. No, y'all, she's trying to embarrass me. Adopt me, I can bark.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay, we'll do it. No, we'll do it. Get ready with me.
No, we'll do a little. You tell me, okay? She comes out in this new dress she bought.
It's so pretty. I'm gonna show y'all.
It's pretty, except when you look from the top, it's really pretty, and then you go down to the bottom and you go, "What happened?" Because the hem on one side of the dress is like 3 inches shorter.
Not true.
Yes, it is. 3 inches shorter than
this much.
I wouldn't notice that much. It's like up
She's
here
an interior designer.
and down
She notices
here.
everything about fashion
And that's all you see when
stuff.
she walks.
Y'all.
I'm gonna cook. She was about to get me.
Okay, can you all see? Oh, someone said to get the kind of tripod that moves when she's cooking. That's a great idea. I think you should put that on your birthday wish list. I might get it for you.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay, baby.
Okay, you want to tell me anything?
No, they're just cooking down. This is the part that takes a little while. And you know what I could have done, except I need to stir this. I could now be doing the rice and marinating the chicken and all of that, but Tracy can have to stir the peppers.
I can do that.
You can? Well, we've already done the marinating, so. So you see these little peppers are starting, can you see that? They're starting to cook down? Yeah. So at that point, I'm going to start, make sure your heat's not on too high. I'm really trying to rush this today because I want to make sure we get it all done. So now I'm going to add the onions, and I'm going to put them in the middle. So the peppers kind of go off to the side where it's not quite as hot.
Baby, I didn't know you put that many onions in that dish. That's a lot of onions. I don't ever see
this part, you guys.
And so what are you doing now?
It's
just
really
kind of...
Moroccan chicken and onions.
So baby, what are you doing? Just kind of making...
I'm putting them in the middle. If you can see, I'm kind of breaking them up so they can start to cook. And my peppers are kind of pushed off to the side. They're still going to continue to cook, but they're not going to be on that center hottest part of the flame. So once these start cooking down, we're going to add our tomatoes and our tomato paste. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead and talk to them and play with them while this is cooking down.
Okay. Mom Cheryl, yes, she's a natural redhead. Technical difficulties, I know. Yeah. Woman said she almost burned the whole house down once.
I'm glad you didn't. What happened?
They missed the story.
So I haven't told the story yet of what happened when I started a kitchen fire, but I'll tell you if you want to know. I just wanted to know if it had happened to you guys because it's the scariest feeling. So I was making this dish that I love to make, and one day I'm going to make it for you guys as well. And it is sweet potato cornbread, and it has peach bourbon butter sauce on the top. And so I had my cast iron skillet, and I had my oil in it, getting ready to pour my cornbread batter. And so it was all melted, and there wasn't too much. I mean, I put maybe a tablespoon, something like that, and I had it all rubbed around. But then when I put the batter in, and it started rising, whatever oil there was on the bottom went up on the sides of the pan and out into the oven. Maybe I had more than a tablespoon. Maybe it was 2 tablespoons. I don't know, but I'm telling you, it caught on fire. And I had a friend of mine who just had surgery on his hand. And so he was kind of, loopy on pills, pain pills. And so he's sitting over there with his hand up in the air, because it has to be elevated. And, offering no assistance at all. And I start, panicking. And because it's flames, you guys, because the oil was on the bottom and that's where the flames were coming from. So I opened it and I thought, well, maybe if I close it, it will suffocate it. I don't know. And that wasn't working. And just let's leave. And I said, we can't leave. We're going to burn down the whole building. And so I said, call 911. So he starts calling 911. And in the meantime, I don't know how this came into my mind, but I thought to myself, salt. I'm going to pour salt all over it. And so luckily I just moved to this place where I was living, and I had this brand new salt container. And I opened it up and I sprayed salt all over my cornbread, all over the oven, all over everything. Smoke is going everywhere. It was crazy. But I put the fire out. And the fire department, when they got there, it was 4 of them. They were all dressed in their, official equipment. And they came in and they said, good job, whatever. And laying there, my friend, sorry, I didn't mean to mention his name, is still laying there with his hand in the air, useless. But it scared me to death. Have you ever had a fire, baby?
Mm-mm. I want to see the pan. No, have I had a fire? That means I would have had to cook. No. Make sure we can see you. Wait, baby. Okay, it's a little delayed. You can't burn hamburger helper.
I'm about to burn these chicken and peppers telling stories. I need to be quiet.
Has she ever made soul food? Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Don't burn a sandwich. Haven't had a fire from candles. No. Uh-oh. No, no, no. What else are you all doing today? I would do anything to see T in the kitchen making dinner. Baby, what do you need me to do? Let me go wash my hands. Hold on. Here I go.
Cut those tomatoes for me, love.
Cut them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chop.
Be sweet. And be
I am. I'm
just
smiling.
Be real sweet
I'm being
and
very
give
loving.
me instructions.
I'm being very teacherly.
I don't know about that.
I'm being teacherly.
Okay. You want to see me cook? Here I am. What am I doing with it, baby? Here are San Marzano's peeled tomatoes.
Why do we use San Marzanos, my love?
We use San Marzano's because they are certified.
Yes, and why else?
Because they're peeled.
And why else?
Because they're red.
Baby.
I don't know why.
They're from Italy, and it's a certain region in Italy, and they have the best soil, and they're the best tasting tomatoes in the world.
Yes.
That's why we cook with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I doing?
You're going to cut those San
How
Marzano.
do you cut them?
I'm going to show
You
you.
put it in here?
I'll show you. This is what we're going to do. Okay, to bring the, we're going to put our garlic in now. I want them to see, can you see, guys?
I can see.
Yeah, my peppers are kind of cooked down. My onions are almost translucent. And so now I'm going to add my garlic. Excuse me.
Oh.
And don't be shy with the garlic, because I love a lot of garlic, especially in this dish. I probably put too much, but I just don't think you can put too much.
I would cut myself.
You would cut yourself? So usually, guys, when I'm cooking, Tracy is DJing.
Music, but she's very serious when she's cooking, so I don't really play a lot with her because she gets real about the food.
Well, because we don't want to ruin it. And if I get distracted, I have burned food and, you know.
That's right.
I
So what am I doing with this,
salt
baby?
instead of sugar. All kinds of things can go wrong.
This is the ground cumin.
I tell them, baby. And what?
Harissa. It's not harissa. Harissa. I don't know which one is it. And here is the turmeric. This is very healthy. This is very good for you.
Yes, it is.
And then we also have smoked paprika. Why is everything sounding Spanish?
I don't know. That's your second language, I guess.
Extra virgin olive oil. Y'all, all these people want to join our live. We won't make that mistake again, will we, y'all? Decline. No, no, no.
They just want to play with us.
Play some Adele. Okay, we can play some Adele.
Okay, so my garlic is in there, and we, I think we're ready to do our tomatoes. So these beautiful tomatoes, usually I buy them already chopped. These aren't chopped, but it's super easy. I like to just, because they're so juicy, I like to just smash them up with my hands. And I put those, like I put the onions in the center of the pan. I, scoop up everything over to the side. I push it over, and I make a little well in the center, and that's where I start cooking the tomatoes, and I'm going to caramelize them. So we're not going to put all the juice yet, even though there's a ton of juice that's going to be in this skillet from them. So you see my little well I made?
What am I doing with the
So
tomatoes?
I'm going to show you how to cut the tomatoes.
I'm about to cut the tomatoes. I've washed my hands, you all. I'm ready.
Okay, can you see my hands? We're just literally kind of tearing them apart in little tiny bits. In the center of the pan, because we really want to try to caramelize these tomatoes a little bit in that olive oil that has the flavoring from all the other parts. And after this, we're going to add some seasoning. I should have added some seasoning before, but I was busy. Busy. Huh? I was busy.
I was trying to find Adele.
And I like to throw away these little stem parts.
That's true. We can't play that on the live. If we
Okay,
upload
scoot over
it, if
for
we
a second,
upload it to
baby.
YouTube,
I
we'll
need
get in
to
trouble.
over here. Okay, so I have a little bit of tomato juice reserved. We're gonna hang on to that and use it in a little bit if we need it. Love, would you open this for me?
Oh,
Please.
this is tomato paste. I don't know what we're doing with it though, but
We're gonna put it right in here. How much? The rest of it.
all of it?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna just squeeze it in there?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle?
Mm-hmm.
I've made this before, y'all.
It's about a half a tube, and again, I never know how much really. So this looks like 4 ounces, so it's probably a couple of ounces tomato paste. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
So we're still just cooking the tomatoes down in the center. And I am now going to add some seasoning. But don't do like I did and add it just now. I wanted you to add it like after the peppers were cooked down a little bit, or as they were cooking down, and also the onions. But we can still do it. It's not going to ruin it. So you don't want to do all this cooking with all your other spices in it. You want to kind of spice it up, season it up at the end.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I've done my part. Right?
What's it time to do?
I'm sorry?
What is it time to
It's
do?
time to get the chicken out of the fridge.
How about let's put the rice on?
Let's put the rice on.
So we're just going to turn it on for about 45 minutes, and then we're going to check it and see. It can even be more. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't overcook. The only thing that happens is the tahdig at the bottom just gets a little crispier and a little thicker. So it doesn't really burn unless I guess you left it, for way too long. But I have it set for an hour because it could take that long to finish everything. Because once we cook this down, we're going to let it simmer really slowly. I was trying to do like a rush version today, but it really needs to cook down in order for it to have that richness that it has. Okay.
Are you
Rice
finished?
is on.
You want to talk to the people or you need to stay and stir that?
Yeah, the light's on.
The light is on. Okay. I want to hear what y'all are saying. What are y'all saying? TC fam, please answer some of these questions in the chat. How many kids does he have? Is it a rice cooker? Yes, it is a rice cooker. We love you. What's the event tonight? What's the event tonight?
It's a 30th wedding anniversary, and it's some really good friends. Yeah, 30 years. Super exciting.
Is harissa spicy?
Yes, it can be. So when you go to the store and you buy harissa, I have a couple of rejects in the pantry, but this one, and you can order it online, is the very best one. Baby, can you put it over there so
Yes.
they can read it? Read it to them so they know.
This is harissa, dried chili paste. It's the mild version.
So tell them who makes it, because this is the best one I've ever found.
Make sure you get the mild version. This is made by Zawita. Is that what I'm looking at, baby?
Let me see it. Zuita?
Where's your ring? We don't have our rings on. Baby's cooking. I put it at the bottom. Maybe. Okay, we're checking on that. We're not going to get you fired. We don't want you to be fired. Can we freeze it and FedEx you some? Of course we can. Of course. Simone said she can't wait to have a wife.
So one day, you guys, when I'm going to be on MasterChef, we're just going to speak it. I have to figure out how to make this in 45 minutes for Gordon Ramsay. This is the problem, because you see how long it takes. 45 minutes you're chopping. This has to cook down really slow. I don't know how I'm going to do it. How are we going to do it? And the rice.
Baby, it's going to be you. I'm not going on MasterChef. I'm going to be there for moral support. And I can't help you. I can't even help you in the kitchen if you go on MasterChef. I can't. We are going to KC tomorrow morning really early. Yeah, we are going really early. This live is about the cooking. So we're trying our best to answer a few questions, but it's really about the cooking today. Okay? Cheryl has Tracy's face on her wallpaper. That's my baby's phone.
Yeah.
Hey, party. Hello, hello. We love you too. So right now, baby, are you just stirring?
Yeah, I kind of cooked the tomatoes down in the center and with the tomato paste and the seasoning, and now I'm mixing it all together, trying to see kind of what I have. And it looks like I have enough liquid, so I don't think I need to add that extra tomato juice. But so now I'm going to, I wish I had put the rice on earlier so it all come out at the same time. This needs
How
to
long
cook
will that
down.
take?
Well, to have the tahdig on the bottom is about 45 minutes.
I will probably.
So you know what we'll do is I'll teach you guys how to make hummus in the meantime, because when I make a Moroccan meal, I have the Persian rice and the chicken and peppers, and then I have hummus, and I have a salad shirazi, which is like cucumbers and tomatoes and onions.
They want a closer look.
Can you see? And it still hasn't finished cooking down, but everything is cooked now. So we need to just simmer it on low so that it all goes down. And I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to add the spices. So cumin, paprika, and of course the harissa. The harissa we're going to add last because it's the one that kind of takes over if we're not real careful. So let me get a little spoon.
Thank you so much. It does smell like heaven. Thank you. Do we play the piano? No, but we have one. You all keep saying closer. I have to keep holding the phone. So we're going to do this for now. We'll get closer in just a moment. Marla.
So anyway, I'm going to add some paprika. So we're going to start adding our spices. No idea how much, but I'm going to guess this is probably 2 teaspoons-ish. Cumin, same thing. I just kind of eyeball it so you can kind of see ish. Yeah, that.
I love you.
Okay, so you see how much is out of this jar? It's about a third out, and this is a 9-ounce jar. So that's how much I used the last time I made Moroccan chicken and peppers. So it's like 2 big spoons. I'll show you, like 2 big tablespoons. So you see?
It smells so good. That smells the best.
Oh my God, that's what makes this dish. All of it, but that's my favorite part of it. So then we're going to incorporate all the spices and the harissa. And if you put that much of the other harissa, you're going to be in trouble because it's going to be more like African food with the spice. It's going to kill you. So this one is very smoky and mild. It still gives it a little kick, but it also adds not just flavor, but it adds color to the dish. It makes it look really rich.
And aroma. It just smells so good.
Smell. I mean, I really wish you guys could smell this. If any of you guys did cook along today, I want you to send me a picture of your dish. You know, if you're not a rice eater, you can make quinoa, which is what we're going to do later on. And the French Moroccan way is a toasted French baguette. So you can toast it and slice it, and then, you know, just pile the peppers on the top of it. So you can really just do whatever you want with it. And I also love this cold the next day. I like to eat it with like toasted naan bread.
Thank you all so much for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. You are the absolute best. We love you. General Tso's chicken is really good. Your mouth is watering. You guys, it's really good.
Okay,
tips for flipping the
rice?
Yes.
Oh, I really hope I get to show you today.
We'll try. We may have to just go back on live real quick when it's done, if we're done with the live.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or we can practice line dancing.
So
before the cookout tomorrow.
this is my dish that I put this on. And so I put this over, I take the lid off the rice cooker and I put this over the cooked rice in the rice cooker. And I grab it from the sides. Usually I have a towel. I grab it and then I just turn it over and it falls right out of the rice cooker. Perfect, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It's beautiful too. It tastes so good.
Okay, so I really want you to show them because I want them to see this color. Look at the difference in the color. And that's that harissa. It adds that richness in the color and the flavor and the aroma. It's amazing. So now that we have everything in, that's all of the ingredients. We're going to let it just simmer down so that all of those flavors can come together and marry.
The next time that we do a cooking video, can someone come over here and be the photographer and videographer? I'm on a struggle bus a little bit. I'm trying to listen, read comments, and be the photographer. No, you all, if you're brand new here, Cheryl was not on MasterChef. This was a gift from her kids, the apron. You'll edit our YouTube videos. Please message us because we would love that. We would love that. Like a lot. So message us, please. Whoever you are, your name moved so fast. All right, if you've not subscribed to our page, please do here on TikTok and on YouTube. Yes, self-publishing the cookbook. Yeah, I tried to do that, you all. I need to practice before I go live next time. Okay, to finish our Moroccan night, do you all want to her to make some hummus?
While the peppers are cooking.
While the peppers are cooking? Okay, here we go.
Come on over here.
What am I doing?
Come on over here.
Am I going to help you?
Would you like to help me?
Do you all like when I'm the chef in the kitchen helping? Hold on, I'm going to try to do something, baby. There she is. Okay. Thank you for the tips. You all know we're kind of rookies at this, so anything that you help us with. Riley, you made an edit today of y'all on your other account. I missed the last part of that. Danny, thank y'all for all the edits. Y'all are the best. We love it so much. Yes, Cheryl has Irish in her.
Irish and Danish.
Here we go.
So you guys, I saved this tomato juice because sometimes this can cook down a little bit too much. It gets away from you. And so you can always add that in. And we probably will do that today. But do you want me to, I'll bring the hummus thing over here so I can watch this too. All right, so we're gonna make some hummus. And so I start with chickpeas. These are bushes. You can use any brand you want, but that's what they had. So, and we're gonna drain the liquid, but we're gonna hang on to it because, hand me a little bowl from down there, babe. Just a regular bowl. That little one. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna reserve my assistant, my lovely assistant, T. So we're just gonna hang on to that because we might need it. So chickpeas, this is so super easy. I need some lemons, and we're going to use 2 because this is 2.
Oh. You see how she treats me, y'all, when she's in the kitchen.
That's why I tell her to DJ.
I'm sorry. We can't DJ when we are uploading to YouTube.
Okay. All right. So we have our chickpeas. Here, babe.
Yes.
Thank you. I usually end up using about 1.5 lemons. It really depends on how much juice you're getting from them. But we don't mind it super lemony. So, but I'm going to keep these other 2 over here that I have cut and taste it and make sure that we actually need it. So, lemon, garlic. Where's the garlic, love?
One of these?
No, I'm going to use.
Y'all ready for me to do it?
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
You love Miss Sassy Cheryl? Yes. I'm so glad y'all see the sass. She definitely has some sass, especially in the kitchen. Like, she commands the kitchen in a very loving way.
2 cloves of garlic.
What else?
What are you looking
at? Me. Good save. You see, she pushed me out of the way, y'all. Yes, she's in her element. Yes, she is. I love that.
Baby, where's the
Cheryl.
tahini?
Te amo.
Where's the tahini?
Oh, where is it? It's in here. I'm going to get it.
Okay, thank you.
Is it in here? Yes. What does it look like?
What does it look
I
like?
know what it looks like. Baby, you told me to go get it.
Oh my gosh. Spoon.
Cheryl and I have the same patience. Justice for Tracy. Thank you. Thank you.
I know you're not feeling sorry for her.
All the redheads have sass.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So.
Hey, you were about to start blending without the lid on. I agree.
Oh, no,
with
I'm not
blending. Baby, I was playing like I was going to blend.
Yeah.
And she was talking about me.
Just come over here and be smart and pretty. Okay, so this tahini is 16 ounces, and you saw I poured about half of it in there. So you'll just kind of have to work with your consistency and the taste. So we're gonna put the lid on.
Okay.
I like to start it off on low. It's getting really super thick. So I'm gonna add some more olive oil before I overheat my machine. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the juice because it's still too thick. I'll blend it up a little bit easier. And I don't mix the tahini, so. And we need some salt. And
The sound, you guys, because of the blender. Just hang tight for just a second.
yeah, sorry.
Got the blender going.
All right, let's taste this.
Okay, wait a minute. We have to say something. Someone told me to tell you te amo. And I said, te amo, baby. And you said, where's the tahini? Did you all hear that?
I thought they were talking to you and you were
I was telling you te amo. And you said, where's the tahini?
Come here. Rewind. Say it again.
No.
Say it again.
I can't.
Te amo también.
No te creo.
No te creo.
No. Mentiras.
She's fine.
Ariana, see, I tried. I love y'all. Y'all, I'm so glad y'all are seeing this. The Harissa brand, baby. What is it?
Zwita? Z-W-I-T-A.
Can you show it to the camera, please?
Yes. Dried chili paste. This is the mild version. It's called Zwita. Z-W-I-T-A.
Thank you, Theo. Theo, where do you live? I want your asthma to be better. We don't want you to be sick.
Okay.
Baby, they want it to be a shirt. Te amo. Where's the tahini? We're going to make some merch that says Te amo.
Where's the tahini?
Where's that tahini? ¿Cómo se dice tahini en español? Te amo.
It's sesame paste.
¿Cómo se dice? Oh, hold on.
Tahini is sesame
¿A dónde?
paste.
¿Dónde está tahini? I'm not sure if that Spanish was right. It's the same. Okay, Kathy. The same. Okay, good. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, so I just tasted it, and it's a little too thick. So I need to add some either the chickpea reserve. Why are you laughing? Or I'm going to also add some lemon because it doesn't have enough. So I'm going to add another half a lemon and see if that does the trick. And a little bit more juice. Why are you laughing?
No wonder why she throws cards. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I just make everything with a little Spanish. That's all. Donde está tahini? Te amo.
Okay, so I definitely have to add this tomato.
Did you put the garlic in there, baby? in the tahini?
I did. I did 2 cloves of garlic.
Yeah,
I usually do more, but this time I just did 2. So
she put 2 cloves of garlic.
But I really like 4. I'm a garlic.
I don't mind the garlic. It's good when you put garlic.
Okay.
You want more?
Give me 2 more.
Okay.
Please. Por favor.
Where are they, baby? These right here?
No, they're in the fridge.
They're right here. They're cold.
Yeah, those. 2 of those. Okay, let's see. I think we need a little bit more olive oil too.
Party, we're going to put you out the kitchen. I'm just kidding. We're both going to be out the kitchen.
Here we go. Where are your carrots?
They want cooking with Tracy next.
Oh, good. So do I.
Oh my gosh. You want to talk? I'm going to show them these what we have here.
Yeah, get a little bowl.
I was going to just, okay.
No, I'm going to put it together and make
Yes,
a
ma'am.
little snack.
Yes,
A little
ma'am.
bowl
Yes, ma'am.
and a little plate, presentation.
Cooking with Tracy. Y'all try, I don't know if y'all trying to be petty or serious,
I
but
think
either
that
way, I'm going to do it.
Well, so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really good. That's really good. Okay, so.
Thank you, Pearl. Not the yes, ma'am. Team Petty. Y'all are making my total day. Do you ever use garlic infused olive oil, maybe?
I don't, but I mean, why not? You can.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't. So we found these little carrot chips and we love them. They're like little waffle carrot cuts. And
They said I don't get a taste test. You tasted it?
I usually let you taste test. You're busy over there.
Y'all, she normally lets me taste it and then I tell her, oh, please add more lemon.
Okay, well, I
Please
do
add
want you
more
to
garlic.
taste it because I think it's missing something and I can't quite figure out what it
Can
is.
you please?
Feed you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to act funny in front of the camera. You know
I
how
won't.
you do it.
I won't.
Mm-hmm. It's missing
What's it?
garlic
That's what I think too.
and a little
Because I
lemon.
normally-
You don't like lemon though, so.
I did 1.5.
Can
but
you
I
do
can
more
put
lemon and a little
and
garlic?
just put the rest of that garlic, love.
This one?
They talking about me.
Baby, the lion came out of the kitchen.
My wife just said y'all are talking about me being boss.
The lion is in the kitchen.
I don't know.
Is T
What
the little
you talking
baby
about?
today?
No.
Not really.
You
Add
guys-
some black pepper, Marie said.
Yeah.
Marla, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's true. Thank you. I always do pepper as
No,
well,
Marie.
and I didn't. And sometimes I put paprika in here too. I always sprinkle it on the top, but sometimes I actually put it in the hummus as well.
I'm mad at y'all. I am not the baby, Ariana. I am not the little baby today. Maybe a little bit.
She is, y'all. She's
You know
a little
what?
baby
It's
a
because-
lot.
Yes, I said your name, Marla. Janaya, I thought you were Team T. Baby Tracy. I'm about to end this live right now. I'm about to end this live. Hi,
Okay.
Stephanie.
Hey, baby T. Come on over here.
I'm going to try it again. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Now it's right.
And
Okay.
did you tell them how much we like these?
You can tell them. You
Because-
wanna dish it up?
Because we're not really eating chips. We're really trying to, just make a couple adjustments health-wise. So these little carrots look like ruffles, except a different color. So we feel like we're eating chips and dip. But it's
They're
really
crunchy
carrots
like
and they're
chips,
crunchy.
too.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good over here. Okay, so our hummus is ready.
They want a dance break.
Okay, go.
For
Go
us.
dance. How do you want me to break? When I'm still cooking.
See? Y'all see?
See the problem?
Like, we're so glad you found us,
Oh, dear.
Tammy. Welcome to the TC fam. We're so happy to have you here. Okay, I'm cooking next time. No. Oh.
Hello.
Well, I'm trying to read the comments.
Well, you can read them and look in the camera.
Y'all, you see she's bossing. It's something about the kitchen. She's not really bossy most of the time. But when she's behind this little island or this little whatever in the kitchen, she becomes a lioness. And the lioness is demanding
Oh,
and commanding. But she also gives me kisses and stuff.
yeah.
So, Yes, I will prepare a hamburger helper. My favorite is double cheeseburger macaroni. She's making faces. You see, that's why I don't cook for her, y'all, because I don't want to be judged on my culinary
Expertise?
No, yes, expertise and my culinary flavor.
Your flavor profiles?
Yes.
I can't. Okay.
Non-ability. I'm done. I'm so serious about hamburger helper. Y'all are sleeping on it. Thank you. Thank you, Leans. 125. Y'all, there's still 924 of y'all here. Y'all give some love for my wife. She's been in here preparing this meal for you all. Just throw some hearts on the screen, double tap to show your love for my wife who's cleaning. Becky, do you want to tell them what happened right before you were going to start cooking?
Oh, heavens, yes. I'm going to tell you what happened today. I had 2 hours, so it was 12 o'clock, and we were going live at 2. And Tracy ran around. She had to go to the grocery store and to do some other things. And I had plenty of time. I got up, I got showered, I got ready, and I thought I'm going to chop everything, get it all together. And I came in here, and there was something wrong with the sink. And so I turned on the disposal, and the water just kept coming up. And I put some salad in it last night. And long story short, I go to get the plunger, and I start plunging it, and all of a sudden, underneath the sink just started gushing water all over my feet. It was running out from under the door. Salad and water
And she
went everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God. And you couldn't just, I mean, there was water running everywhere. So I couldn't just go, oh, well, I'll clean it up later. No, I had to empty out the entire under sink cabinet, wash everything off, clean it off, call the plumber downstairs. He had to come and fix it really quick, and then clean up everything. And so I had 15 minutes to chop before 2 o'clock. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Brazil. So what are we doing now, baby? Are we just waiting, or?
No, I'm actually going to dish up some hummus, and you're going to sit down and have a snack and talk.
I'm going to have some hummus. Okay, I can do that.
Let me get out of your way.
How about that?
Let me just get out of your way, Tracy. So this is our healthy snack. And I pack this for Tracy all the time. Like when she's running around, I pack her a little hummus and some carrots. And so we like a little paprika and a little olive oil on the top, just as kind of a little garnish. Let me do my olive oil first. So usually we make a little well for the olive oil. Roll it around. There we go. Paprika. Hopefully a little is all that's going to come out. There we have it. Okay, my love, here's your snack. Let me get you a fine dining napkin.
Thank you, Chef C. You guys, this was supposed to be an hour live. We've been on live for almost an hour and a half. Hey, Des said it's a little snack for the little baby.
You guys don't even know.
Oh my gosh, I'm done.
She talks about me being the baby.
Really?
Yeah, she does. Constantly. What are you looking at?
Myself.
Oh.
All right, so I'm about to have some hummus. Baby, are we going to just stay on live?
Well, what do you want?
Because you still
to
have to cook the chicken, don't you? And the rice is still cooking.
Yeah, the chicken I'm going to put down in here, but I put it last.
You want to take a little break and talk to people for a few minutes, and we'll just jump off?
Well, I need to get the chicken in.
Okay. Well,
so you go ahead and talk, or turn the camera.
Trying to do both. I can't do both. I can't talk to the people and have it on you, baby, at the same time. You were shaking your head, so go ahead.
Oh, it's just funny. I'm just shaking my head. I'm just going to put the chicken in. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing, just like we did the onions, we kind of pushed everything off to the side and made a well. We're going to do the same thing with all these cooked peppers. I want you to see this because it looks so good. Can you see? Can you see the richness? Yeah. And so we're going to put our chicken right there. And I think we need a little bit of extra olive oil. No, we don't.
How do you know that?
Well, I just didn't want the dry chicken on the skillet, but we have olive oil in our marinade. So I think we're going to be just fine. So we're going to just drop it down in there in the center. Let's save that. And we're going to turn it up because I had it on super low. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit so our chicken cooks. So you remember what we marinated this in? It was olive oil with paprika and what else did we use? Cumin and a little turmeric on the chicken. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but we're starting to get a little whistle over there at the rice cooker. So that means that it's cooking and we're almost there. That's the steam coming out. Can you hear it? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to let that chicken cook in the center. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more and go ahead.
What would you like to say to the people, baby, who are watching you cook for an hour and a half?
I'm just so glad you guys are hanging out with us. Yeah, try your hummus.
Okay.
See how you like it.
You want to just come over here and talk to me for a minute?
Well, I have to mend tend to the kitchen.
Okay. Well,
We'll go ahead and talk.
All right. Let's see. We love seeing you cook. This is fun. Thank you, Victoria. We're probably going to jump off in a minute. Like, at some point, we're going to have to get ready for our event tonight. Is it at 7?
I don't know.
We're not even sure what time the event is, so we'll have to figure that out. Glad that you were here. Have you ever cooked Peruvian food, baby?
I have not. I would like to.
Yeah.
Tell me about Peruvian food. What is the spice profile?
What's the profile of Peruvian food? Thank you, Ariana. Middle Eastern approved, see?
Yay!
Riley said, please record Cheryl dancing tomorrow at the cookout. We'll see. You guys, we have such a busy
We're going to do that
few hours. We have the event tonight, and then we're flying out like first thing in the morning to Kansas City. So we're going to probably be a little sleepy. Caribbean food. Where's Jax? Jax is in my office on his favorite chair. I may get him in just a moment so y'all can see him. Hello, Jillian from Poland. Someone said, watching this, I see why C needs space in the kitchen. I'm not sure what that means.
I know what it means.
I normally sit on this side. If we were not filming, I would not even be over there. I let her do her thing.
She's the DJ, like I said.
Hello, South Africa. Yes, we will post everything. You guys, but we need you to subscribe to the YouTube. It's not enough just to go in there and watch the videos. We need you to subscribe, please. Hello from Kansas City. We're going to be in your neck of the woods tomorrow. We're going to a picnic. We're going to go to the casino. What else? And we're going to have barbecue Monday. Thank you for subscribing. And you guys, we appreciate all of our subscribers here on TikTok. We have giveaways for our subs. We gave away Sephora lipstick yesterday. You guys, we've not been able to get a hold of Rosanna. We can't message her. So we're going to keep trying to find her. And if we can't, we may have to pick someone else to win the lipsticks. Yes, we will show you. They want to see the plating of the food.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe when it's all done, we can do like a story or something, or we're going to just stay on live.
Yeah, we're just going to stay on because we have to cook our chicken down, and then, I can flip the rice. It just may not be as perfect and crispy.
No, we want to
brown.
wait. We want it to be crispy brown.
So 15 minutes.
Gabby said, please show the rice flip, and Gabby gets what she wants.
Gabby, I want to give you some really beautiful teddy. So
we love you too, Rosie. I know I already had Jax. I rescued Jax when he was 1.5 years. He's 13 and a half. So now he has a second mom. Have you ever tried a dish from El Salvadoran food?
No.
We'd be interested though. Just stay on live forever.
Not sure how that would work.
I know. I'm like, oh, we have other things to do. Where's Jax? I'm going to get him in a minute, you all, okay? He doesn't, yes, he's spoiled. We don't normally put him in the kitchen when we're cooking. When she's cooking.
I don't know why I'm laughing so hard.
I know, but I'll bring him in here in just a moment. Guam, hello. Thank you. We're going to a party tonight. 30th anniversary. One of our really good friends, her sister and brother-in-law are celebrating 30 years tonight. So we're going to go celebrate them. Baby, do you ever cook Indian food? Yes. Oh my God. Y'all, she made butter chicken.
Yeah.
I'd never had it before. Our neighbor is Indian, and she gave us some spices, and my baby found the recipe, right? And she cooked butter chicken. It was so good. Yes, our anniversary is tomorrow, but it's really, our official anniversary is March 26th, but tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of our big reception, which was really kind of our wedding around other people. So it's tomorrow, you guys. We're going to be in Kansas City for our anniversary. We might go live tomorrow. We might go live on Cheryl's in the Zone. Yes. Thank you all for the gifts, and thank you for the likes. Does T have an apron? No, I didn't get an apron. No. Complete this famous phrase. What do you mean, te amo? Oh, te amo. ¿Dónde está el tahini?
That's what it was.
Thank you. They're saying happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Cookbook. I'm new. How long have y'all been married? Oh, our TC fam's going to give you all the details. A year and a few months.
Answer away.
I know you want it. Pippa, I'm going to make the hamburger helper just for you, but you have to come back. Please come back.
Tracy needs a hamburger helper apron.
No. You see how that was petty? Maybe that was petty.
I'm sorry.
Yours doesn't say Moroccan chicken and peppers. Your apron. Thank you. Yes, we've been to the Caribbean. Shade. See? Petty. Shade. Yes, petty C. I'm so glad. Did y'all see that? She's sassy. Hello. Yes, Michael, you see that. She said, I'm sorry.
You guys, those of you who are new, this is the dish I made for Tracy the very first time. Tell them.
When she was trying to
Holla.
Forget shade. She's a whole tree. Y'all, she is spicy. She's a redhead, you guys. She's a fire sign like I am. So we've been very clear. We're both fire signs. She said, not holla. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we've been on live for an hour and 40 minutes.
I'm sorry. It just takes time.
We might as well play cards. Y'all are still here.
We should be playing cards while this is cooking.
We might as well play cards. Y'all are still here. Hey, Portugal. We will stay here. I like the long lives. Y'all are like, oh, we're going to spend our whole Saturday with you all. Okay, what time is it where you are? I know everyone's everywhere. So what time is it where you are? Chai said, Tracy's ready to get off. Tell them why, baby. 1:37, 4:37. Okay, it's afternoon mostly. London time, I have to translate that. Y'all help me. I can't translate that fast. Hey, New Jersey. Philippines, it's 4:38 a.m. Oh my gosh. You're up early or you're staying up late? South Africa, it's 10:38 p.m. Okay. Auntie Tracy wants to enjoy her snack. No, you guys, really? Yeah, we won't get into all that. No.
What's that?
Just a lot of energy.
You can tell them.
No, it's okay. It's lovely seeing you, South Africa and Poland and California and Zambia. Wow. Hey, Jamaica. Hi, Nicole.
My daughter took a trip to Zambia. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, she loved it. Mm-hmm. She still has some little kids that she's in touch with.
party. Yeah, we'll jump off in just a moment.
I have to flip the rice.
We have to do it live?
Yeah.
Okay. How much longer?
I
Because we
just
can
want
play
to make sure
cards.
it's really crispy.
We might even have time to play cards. Y'all, you want to hang around for some cards because this is taking longer than we
play
thought.
one hand of cards. I can turn this on low, and then we need 10 minutes for the teddy.
10 minutes.
We can
Gabby,
play
are you
one
still
game.
here? This is for you, Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby, this is just for you.
Tracy's ready to get off. Y'all know why? Who knows why? It's not that I'm ready to get off, but we still here. Thank you. Phase 10. Victoria, you don't know why? She's tired from cooking. Y'all really don't know why. That's okay. That's good then. No, I'm not hungry. Okay, let me go ahead and get that person off of here. Block. Every once in a while you'll get a person who's not so smart.
They don't like Moroccan chicken and peppers?
No, they just said something. Someone said she needs to recharge her social battery. Y'all, that is true. You know what? It's introvert vibes, right? That's it.
Okay, baby, bring that little camera.
The camera?
over for
Okay.
just a minute.
Let me flip
to
it.
the rice.
Okay, I'm going to flip it so y'all can see.
Because
Okay.
I want them to see what I'm doing. Okay, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but do you see all the steam coming up? So we know that it's almost ready. So I hate to take the top off, but the reason I'm going to take the top off, because it kind of interrupts the cooking, is I'm going to put some butter. Because then I'm going to let it cook just a little bit, maybe 5 more minutes, and that butter is going to go down through all the rice. And if you look, can you see inside, Trace?
Yes, baby.
I want you to see all the holes. That's where the steam has come up from the bottom of the pan.
Oh, y'all, the camera person is on the struggle bus over here.
So we're going to put it back on now. Maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. 5. We'll do 5 just because we need to get this done. But if my tahdig is not crispy brown, I'm going to be very upset. Because, yeah, 10 more minutes it says. This is the best part. It's like so worth it. And it's really good too because this needs to simmer really low for a long time for all those, flavors to come together. So we should be ready at the same time. And then we're going to turn our tahdig rice over in the middle of this pan, and then we're going to spoon the chicken and peppers all the way around it. And then we're going to cut it like a pie. So, yeah.
They want us to play cards, y'all.
Okay, well, all right.
Y'all want us to okay, we're going to play phase 10.
Can we play right here in the kitchen, though?
I think so.
Yeah, because I need to be able to...
But I want them to be able to see. How would they see both of us?
I don't know, but we need to figure it out quickly.
Why, baby?
Yes.
Well, they can see us play a couple of hands. I'm going to go get Jax, and then we are going
That's
to...
a whole lot. Get Jax, play cards, cook dinner. No?
Y'all see?
Okay.
Do you see? The Leo is here. Ha, 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 ha. I'm so glad y'all see. Cheryl said we're asking for too much. It's a lot. We don't need y'all to do all that. My Jax is right here. We want to play cards. I'm going to get Jax for sure. TTC runs the house. Cheryl's so done. Who is blocked? Thank you so much. That's right. That's a beautiful gift. Thank you. It's the Leo and C. They're looking at you.
Hi. I can't see the screen, so I don't know what's going on, and Tracy's looking at another screen. Baby, come over here and get in the screen.
Around there?
Well, yeah.
Why don't you come over here? Because you stepped to start?
Uh-huh.
Tracy, come back. Here I come.
There you go. She's threatening me, you guys. I'm going to call somebody.
Who are you going to call? They're too far away. But we can't see comments because the camera is closed. Thank you. That's a beautiful gift, Leslie. Oh, I'm not in it?
No,
oh.
I'm not.
Y'all see how she bosses me around? No, I'm not. Nia?
She probably is, Nia. What did you say, love? What did Nia say?
I'm a handful.
Yes. 2. She is. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, keep off today. Oh, that's so funny. It never comes off.
Oh, thank you. Jillian, we want to see it. Leslie, she is today. We take turns. In the kitchen, I let her just be bossy and just say whatever. She's in charge. It's okay. Dre, you're here. You're not hiking still? We're so glad you're here. Hello. Is it DEI? Is it Day? Dia? How do you pronounce your name? Hello. We're 5'6". We're both 5'6", you all. Little baby Tracy. Wrong.
C. Example. That's you. No.
The fire energy cooking. Aries and Leo, you all. Yes, we are married. You tagged us on Instagram, Jillian? Okay. We've not been on there in a minute. It's been a busy day. Send a plate your way with extra sauce. Tiffany, you got it.
Okay, I think we're going to plate this thing up. Would you go
right
with
now?
this? Yeah, because I think we need to.
Is the kitchen is done too? The chicken is done?
Uh-huh.
I think we're done. Aries and Leo, soulmates.
It's the best combo. I'm at the camera now.
Oh, what am I doing? Come here.
You're gonna set up the camera, and I'm gonna tump this over.
Un momento.
So maybe turn the camera right there so I can plate it all. She's threatening me, you guys. I need backup.
Yes, you do.
I need backup support, you guys.
Whatever.
Mama T's coming.
They are
after
not
me.
concerned about you handling your own business.
Okay.
There we go. That's a good angle. Right there. Lily, stop it.
Okay, so I want to make sure that all of this, can you see? Because I can't see what you're seeing.
Yes.
Right, so we're going to turn this off because it's ready to go. It looks so good. And then we're going to take our tray, it's about maybe 6 inches in diameter larger than the rice cooker, because we want to turn it over, and then we're going to put our chicken all around it. So we want to make sure we have enough room. But if you're not making like chicken and peppers and you just want to put rice on a plate, it doesn't have to be quite this big. So we're going to put it on the top. Now, in a perfect world, guys, this bottom of the rice is going to be like caramelized brown. So I'm hoping it is, because we've waited a long time. So we're going to
Gabby said flip it on your shoulder. What does that mean? Oh.
What? Gabby, what? Flip what on my shoulder?
I guess the rice. I don't know. Gabby,
So
you're pushing
you
it.
see what I'm doing?
The build up.
Okay, let me move this out of the way because I have too many things over here in this little corner. So you see my rice pan is underneath. And so we're going to, which way am I going to flip it?
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Love it. My baby is so talented. You guys, I can't wait for you to see this. It's
thing
amazing.
Is hot. Please be brown. Because I didn't want to make you guys wait any longer.
Ta-da! Wow. Baby, that looks so good.
Okay. I'm happy now. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is just kind of spoon the chicken and peppers all around it.
Y'all show
so
C some love, you all, for this beautiful dish. Show her some love. Thank you all. Thanks for the gift, Denim. Appreciate you. Thanks for the likes. Thank you, Lisa.
I'm gonna show you, after I get this all around here, I'm gonna show you how we cut it.
Ooh.
And serve it up.
Thank you, Victoria. Lisa, thank you for the roses. Cloud, Leslie, thank you all for showing us love. C's doing such a great job. C Dog, thank you. Stephanie.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, Vitaza. Thanks for the gifts, Snozy. Erica. Beautiful. That's beautiful, baby. Y'all, it's so good. Now, I will tell you that my wife made the rice for you all so you can actually see it together. We're actually going to have couscous with ours instead of the rice today. That's another option.
No, we're going to have,
We are?
why did I just go blank?
We're not having
Quinoa.
couscous?
We're
Oh,
having
not
quinoa.
quinoa. Y'all see what I don't even know what I'm talking about. We're having quinoa, not
We're
couscous.
having hamburger helper with our Moroccan chicken and peppers.
This is called Moroccan chicken and peppers. Yes, we've been live for almost 2 hours. Our whole Saturday afternoon.
I couldn't do the fast version. This is just, and we were having.
Oh my gosh, thank you for that gift. It's beautiful. See, dog, thank you. Baby, are you a self-taught cook?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to clean up this little mess I've made.
Look how beautiful. Let me put the camera down some.
I'm gonna
Wow.
clean up my little edges here because presentation is 95%.
Someone said, our generation watches 3-hour lives.
Okay, guys, seriously.
Look how beautiful.
So I'm going to show you how we serve it. And then we're checking out. We're going to let you guys go on about your day.
I know. Presentation 11 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gifts, Victoria. Thank you all for the loves. Matt, Arika, I think is how you pronounce it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. You are amazing. We have 1,200 people here right now.
Oh
Bree,
my
thank
gosh.
you. Thanks for the love. Lady, you're so sweet.
We love you guys so much. We seriously love you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to cut this thing like it's a cake.
Hi, Crystal Inez.
So, and now listen to this. You hear it? Yeah. Perfect. So, when we cut it, we're going to take the tahdig off the top, and I'm going to turn it down to the plate. And then, you turn it so you can see. I'm going to put, I don't want to make a mess here. It's a little, it can be messy. And then you just put the chicken and peppers on that. And you have to let it cool a little bit because, trust me, it is hot.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
And then we're going to put a little more rice. Basmati is my absolute favorite.
Baby, I think I want a little bit today.
Okay. Well.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
And so basmati rice, I don't know if you can see, but it falls like snow.
Yes.
It doesn't clump together like Chinese rice or some of the other rices, like sushi rice. It just, that's how you can tell it's well cooked. So, you can kind of check your rice when you make it. And I think we need a few more peppers.
Snow rice.
Snow rice. I think we need a few more peppers.
Tracy got scared when she saw the onion. Gabby, why are you calling me out?
Okay. Where are my paper towels? Do you want to take a bite?
UPS said send her a plate. Thank you,
take a
Crystal, for the
bite?
gift. I want you to taste it. I'm over here manning this. Sunshine.
She laughs at me all the time because I taste everything I make. And
I want them to-
Oh my God. That's
Yes.
the best thing, ever tasted.
I want them to see.
Okay.
No, we're not making anything for the barbecue, you guys. We're just going to the barbecue.
Okay, now I'm going to show you this part. It's so hot, I'm not going to be able to bite it. This is the problem. It's still too hot.
Uh-oh.
But do you see what happened?
I still want it to be too hot for you.
Oh, so do you see how I picked it up? It's like a nacho. So I have all the crunchy part on the bottom and then the peppers and it kind of soaks down in there. So good. Baby, come have a bite.
Okay. Thank you, Sunshine, for the gifts. Appreciate it.
Come have a
We
bite.
love you too, SK. That crunch.
Y'all.
Is it too hot?
No, it's so good. Ooh, okay. It's a little hot. Too hot. It's not too hot, just a little bite. It's a little hot.
It's hot.
Okay, guys.
It's good though.
I have to wash my hands now. I have Moroccan chicken and peppers
Yummy.
everywhere. Okay, so I want you guys to try this, and I want to see a picture of it, and I will write all this up to the best of my ability, make sure I include everything, and We can't wait to hear from you.
Okay.
You want to say bye over there?
Yeah, I'm going to get Jax. So come on. You want to come over here? We're going to get Jax. Thank you all for being here. We love you too. Is it spicy? No, I don't like spicy food, so it's fine. Goodbye. She cooked Moroccan chicken and peppers. Thank you, Lauren, for the gifts. Matt, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love and the likes. Don't forget to go to our link in our bio for all of our social channels. Here is my baby Jax with his mama. Thank you, Fabiola. Hey, Daisy. Thank you for the gifts. Hi, Jax. What is it?
I was really sleeping well.
Is she want to say hi? Is she want to say hi? Hey, go say hi. You go say hi? Hey, come here. He said no. This is baby Jax.
He's gonna jump out of her arms in a minute.
He will. So we love y'all so much. You done?
Yeah.
He wants to go back to sleep.
Did he not?
He went. No, he was sniffing the food. Love you.
Thank you so much for spending the day with us. We really enjoyed it. Love you guys so much.
I think we're going to show them when we get all dressed up tonight. What do y'all think? Should we show you when we get all dressed up? He's just staring.
We will.
Theo, feel better. Have a great night, Sharon. Thank you.
We love you guys.
All right. Love you. Bye.